right, so we are going to be looking at 312D. In this one, we're going to be, the situation is that we're trying to pick up this cylinder and dip it into 3 cubes, 3 bins that have some sort of treatment on them. So we don't want to drop it in the bin. We don't want to hit it on the bottom of the bin, but we need to go through all of them. All right, so as with all of them, I've already re-recorded. I've recorded some positions, so they may pop up. But position 99 will be our home. So we're going to record it, get it. So this is where we currently are situated when I loaded the program, and teach it. So there it's all set up. I got position 99 home set. I do want to mention I did set this up previously in cell setup, just as it's described in the directions. Yeah, you've done this a few times at this point. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. All right, so this is all about relative position. So no longer is it go to this address, this address, this address. It's to get from this address to this address, you need to go over 2 blocks and up 2 blocks, or over 2 blocks and up 2 blocks. So I can continue using the same position, but that position is no longer an address. It's a relative to where you currently are. So go over this much or go down this much. And if I can continue to say go over this much, and I'll just keep going over. It allows for a lot more repetition, and things get very clean in terms of programming. Position 1 we are going to use as an absolute. So an absolute position is an address, an X, Y, and Z coordinate. So the one that they give us in the directions on page 3, X is 250, Y is negative 270, Z is 150, pitch is negative 90, and our roll is 0. So I'll teach at that position. So it's an absolute position. I can see down here in the teach position windows, it said absolute. Now as I start to get into the other positions, I'm going to move into relative. So position 2 is not going to be an address, it's going to be relative to current. So position 2 is going to look like that. I'm actually going to zero out everything, because no longer am I going to an address, I'm going relative to where I currently am. So I want to go down 140 millimeters. Down is going to be our z-axis, so that's going to be negative 140 millimeters, so that'll be going straight down. I'll teach it that. Oops. All right, position is not in the Cartesian workspace. I forgot to tell it. I forgot to tell it that we're going relative, because the actual position 0, 0, negative 140 is 140 millimeters underneath our robot under the table. So position 2 is relative to current, and only thing we're changing is that negative 140. All right, let's teach it that. All right, so now if I want to right now, I can tell it to go there. So if I tell it to go to position 2, it moves down 140, and I can do that again, and it'll move down 140. So it's just going to continue to move in that direction. So I'll reset the work cell just so I've got that back. I'm going to go ahead and program 2, 3, 4, and 5 as they're explained in the directions. And then I'll pick back up once I'm starting to look at how my program should be written. All right, so get back to the right window here. All right, I've got all my positions, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 99. 1 and 99 are absolute positions, meaning that they have an address, a very specific address. 2, 3, and 4, and 5 are relative. So again, moving a distance from current location. So getting into the program, what do we want this to do? We want it to pick up the cylinder, and then we're going to go to get the cylinder. To get the cylinder, we'll start with opening our cube. Let me just type RE real quick. Whoopsies, not down there. Here, type RE. I'm going to put my name. I'm also going to type RE and say that this is 312D, 3.1.2D, and then I'll start. Okay, so I'm going to go from there. Let's go to point 1, which we know is above the machine, or above the cylinder. Open it. Then let's go straight down. So straight down now is 2. It's always 2. So straight down is 2. We're going to go do that. Then we'll close the gripper. So now we've got the cube. So we're actually going to, because when we grab the cylinder sitting on the table, but these cubes, the bins, they have a base. That base has a thickness. So we actually can't come back down quite as far because we'll smash into the bottom of the bin. So when we go back up, we're actually going to go to position 5. Position 5 is slightly above, and that'll let us make sure that we're not going to smash into the bottom. Alright, so from position 5, we're straight over our cylinder. We're going to go over to position 4, because position 4 is only changing our y-axis, so it'll slide us over. So go to position 4. And then we want to go into the bin. So at this point, let me just put a remark here so I know. I'm going to say something like going into bin 1. Okay. Adds it right above there, going into bin 1. So it's going to go over. Once we're over, we got to go down. From now on, from the whole time, 2 is down. We need to wait here for 5 seconds. So WT, typing WT on the keyboard brings up this. So 1/10 of a second, we need 50 of those to give us 5 seconds. So we're going to wait 5 seconds. Then we're going to go back out, which will be 3. And then we're going to go over. Now I could keep looping this, but I know from here to here is go over, go down, wait, go up. So if I take that and copy it, I can, oopsies, if I take that section and copy it and repeat it. So the first time it's going to bin 1, the second time it's going to bin 2, and then the third time it's going to bin 3. I really only had to write that program once. And then after we're done, we're back up. We're probably going to want to go over to position 5 and then back down to position 2. Well, position 1, because we actually have to go down a little bit. I'll go down to position 1. Then I'll go down to position 2. That'll put us right back on top. Release, not open. Release it. Cut that to get out of the way. And then let's go right back to position 99 home. Alright, let's see how this works. So reset the work cell, make sure nothing's in a weird place. Let's run it through, see how it works. So we get over to our position, open the claw, I'm gonna go grab it. We gotta come up a little higher. So we're going to bin 1. It completely ignores the remark command that's only for us humans to read. The machine will completely ignore it. It's going to wait 5 seconds. Maybe I can tell a joke. Alright, now here we go. Alright, goes over. Next bin. Goes down. It's doing something magical in whatever material it's bathing the cylinder in. Alright, there we go. Okay, you can keep going. Alright, cool. Same thing we've done the last 2 times. It's good to know nothing unexpected happened. And then we're going to go back up. Uh-oh. Alright, going back down. That was a little funky. I don't know why it did that. Yep, there we go. Let go. Okay, place it back on the ground. Alright, that part was good. Wait, go linear to 3. Go to position 5. Ah, that's why. Position 5, remember, was a relative position. So when I told it to go to position 5, it went up 150 millimeters. So it went way up for no reason. So what I'm going to actually have you do, you go back and fix that. You're not going to need this. You can go over to position 1, and then it'll go down to position 2. Everything else will be the same. But you can go fix that. Position 5 was a relative position. Alright, so with that, make sure you do your conclusion questions and turn in the conclusion questions and make sure I've seen this work correctly, not the extra little bit that I just did there. Alright, thank you very much.